Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today this video is going to be hosted by my cat, Moxie. Okay, just kidding, but she's purring in the background, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. I wanted to talk to you seriously about something I call batching that I learned from several different other creators. Batching your content is important because you can use that to schedule your content and push it out consistently, and it allows you flexibility with your real life stuff, but your online presence is consistently available at the same time each week or each month or whenever you choose to upload your videos. So batching. What I do for my content is prepare the content in advance so I already know what's going to be shown to my audience 3 weeks from now. I have my weekly long form video already prepared. So the way that I do that is I use CapCut to edit my videos. I edit them, I name them, I create the description of them, I create the thumbnail for that video, and then I upload it on YouTube and schedule it. At this point, I've done that multiple times to the point where I'm ahead. So I've created a backlog of videos that are going to be shown to my audience. So if life comes up, if I get sick, if I need to go on a trip, I don't know, I just don't feel like filming, my audience is not going to be just not getting anything because I didn't have time or something came up and I wasn't able to edit on the fly. So at this point, I've backlogged my long form content so that there's consistently content available. And once I saw that that was something I could consistently keep up with over the course of several months, then I started thinking of other ways I could expand this channel. So I started backlogging a series on question and answers, like a QA series for Japan content, and then backlogging this series. And the reason for me why I chose to backlog multiple different types of content is because I need to diversify my channel, and that may not be applicable to every channel. For you, for your channel, depending on what your channel is like, you may just want to have like a couple of weeks ahead cushion so that if something comes up and you become busy, you still have a consistent presence online. I think one of the key factors for being successful in this batching concept is to prepare your content in advance, but also understand what your editing style is. You need to understand how you edit and how you present content so that way you can understand the workload. For these videos, I've been kind of going for a more organic feel, just literally as though we were sitting here and having a conversation. I mean, it's a little one-sided because it's just me, but you get the idea. This is like if you were talking to me in real life, in person, this is how that conversation would go. The the stumbles, the backtracking and all, right? But for videos that you have in your channel that you want to be more cinematic, more curated, more stylized, and you know that that's the style that you're going for, you probably are going to have to afford yourself more time. So you want to probably start out by making a couple videos and seeing how much time on average it takes you to make the type of video that you feel comfortable with. And then once you've got a consistent understanding of this is about how long it takes to make the type of video I want, whether it's 2 days, 2 hours, 2 weeks, whatever, if you know that it's going to take you 2 hours to make the type of video that you're confident in putting out to your audience, then with that 2 hours, maybe you could get 3 videos out a week. Or with that 2 hours, maybe you only want to do one video a week and you can backlog that way. And then you also have to think about your schedule as well. If your schedule is tremendously busy and you work like a 70-hour work week, do you really want to spend hours sitting in front of your computer editing? Is there a way you can simplify your content and consolidate your ideas and just put it out there in one quick boom, 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 boom type video? If you can get from point A to point B in a reasonable way and people can understand your point, then you may or may not even need to edit the video. You know, you could just leave it as is, and then that could help you get videos out more quickly. But the reason I really think it's smart to get a batch of content prepared and then presented in advance is that it gives you a lot more flexibility as a creator, because as a creator, your work is a little bit different than a 9 to 5 in an office, because a 9 to 5 in an office is like you have your schedule, you know when you're coming in, you know when you're clocking out. I'm generalizing. But for a creator, maybe there's like a new trend or an event comes up that you want to feature, or your new product that you've been waiting and waiting on to review just arrived and you want to hurry up and get that out. And I'm sure the demand increases once you start bringing in brands and stuff like that, which is something I've yet to experience or experiment with. So I think it really does help to have something prepared in it. I'm going to have to edit this video, man. To have something prepared in advance so you already know that your audience is good, they're taken care of, and it just gives you a little bit of wiggle room. And you can always move things around. So for YouTube, maybe I've got something scheduled for this weekend, right? And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to release that video this weekend, right? Maybe I want to move it over to the side, push it back a little bit, and do another video that happens to be ready. You can do that. But the whole point of what I'm talking about is you have the luxury of doing that because you are already what? Prepared. Preparedness is the word of the day, right? It just makes your life easier and it gives better customer service to your audience. Because realistically speaking, YouTube is kind of like an entertainment thing, right? Or an education thing, right? You are expecting your audience to sit through your videos and listen to them and hopefully like, subscribe, etc., right? But in exchange for what? You want to be able to present a good experience for them. You don't want to say, hey, there's a video coming out this weekend and there's none. That's not a good experience for them. And because YouTube is so full of choices, they can always pivot and go and get that same information from somebody else. And like I've talked about in this series, people may specifically want to get that information from you, but if they can't get that information from you in a timely manner or that meets their needs, that satisfies their expectations, they may start looking around and seeing what other creators can offer them the same experience or better. So it's not just about the quality of videos that you provide, and it's not all about consistency, but it's about the overall experience of the viewer. And so as a creator, I believe it's truly important that we think about that. And I think that batching is a way to set yourself up for success and make sure that you are less stressed and your audience gets a consistent product delivery that they can look forward to and be happy with. So in conclusion, does batching always have to be the solution? I don't think so. But have I found it tremendously helpful for my channel? Absolutely. And lastly, do I think that it's going to be tremendously helpful for your channel and help you get to the next level on your own channel? I do. So because of all of those things, in conclusion, I just ask, please try batching your content. If you don't like it, let me know. I'd love to have a conversation about it. Or if you have more efficient tips for, you know, pumping out videos more consistently and streamlining your process, something I didn't mention, please go ahead and put it in the comments down below. I would love to hear that too, and I look forward to having a dialogue about that in the future. Bye!